To the 12 tribes of the children of Israel scattered abroad, in the name of Jehovah our Creator, and Jesus Christ of Nazareth our King, my name is Lily of the Valley, bringing you greeting, peace, blessing, safety to you and your households. Today's topic is the Gambia and this whole Back to Africa movement, and a lot of Black Americans or African Americans have been going back to these countries by invitation and so on, and a lot of them are getting KILLED or dying young there for various reasons. For one, look through their videos, a lot of them who are going back there, a lot of them are ancestor worshippers, which is another form of necromancy. A lot of them are idolaters, witches, wizards, people who want an open, liberal lifestyle. They don't want to be accountable for their actions. A lot of them are polygamists, polythestic idolaters who worship multiple gods. A lot of them serve Elohim. Elohim means multiple gods. So the past few years we have seen a lot of people dying, a lot of traveling abroad for sex tourism, promiscuity. Most of them are not going anywhere to be holy or to be righteous or to be good. And a lot of these countries already are not holy or righteous or good countries because they worship idols. For example, the Gambia, they worship the idols of Arabia, which is in the Kaaba. Countries that worship idols, they are always failed states. Countries that do abortion and things like that, they end up being failed states. So what is a failed state? A failed state is a state that is unable to perform the two fundamental functions of the sovereign nation state in the modern world system. It cannot project authority over its territory and peoples, and it cannot protect its national boundaries. Common indicators of a fragile state include a state whose central government is so weak or ineffective that it has little practical control over much of its territory, non-provision of public services, widespread corruption and criminality, refugees, involuntary movements of populations, and sharp economic decline. You're seeing this a lot in the United States, in Canada, in Africa, in Asia, in the Pacific, where the influx of refugees is just uncontrollable. You see a lot of corruption at the highest levels. They steal whole countries, they steal the resources. They have it for themselves and their country. Now look, this is the list of countries by Fragile State Index. It has United States and Canada up there, but they should be in the same color that Africa is in. Look, most of the world, most of the failed states are in the African countries and in Asia. Even in Australia, Canada, you don't have freedom of movement. You don't have freedom of expression. They have euthanasia in a lot of these countries. They have biological weapons. They got poisoned food, poisoned air, poisoned water. They have an influx of refugees. There's extreme corruption. They go around the world, they wage wars, they steal people's gold, silver, resources, minerals to finance their wars. So most of the earth is pretty much in failed state status. The few countries left on earth with any sense of stability are tribal nations, and a lot of them also are in the Caribbean. We notice the Pacific is becoming unstable because they have their eyes on those lands as well for their wars and their bases, okay? So a lot of the countries that they're moving back to in Africa, like the Gambia, they already have low infrastructure, low borders, idolatry, all of that stuff. Those things make your life expectancy very low. So expectancy in the Gambia decreased to 62.08 years. It's higher in the United States. It's higher in the Caribbean. In Dominica, for example, we have some of the oldest people per capita on earth in the Caribbean. When it benefits the Caribbean in terms of per capita, they leave them out. But when it doesn't benefit them, they include them. For example, in terms of crime, they'll tell you, oh, you got some of the most criminal countries, but we also have some of the most healthy countries, righteous, holy countries with centenarians. So this is the countries with the number of older adults. Notice a lot of African countries are not on it. Okay. Except for, I think, South Africa. They have a lot of older people. Okay. So when you want to look at a country, look at their education system. Look at their literacy rates. Look at their life expectancy. Look at their land policies. A lot of these lands in African nations, they are 99-year leases. Okay? They are not land that you can buy. It's what's called heir's property. So when you see people saying you can go there and get land, just look into that. It's not possible in a lot of those countries. Also, why is it that all of a sudden, all these African countries, I know they're our brothers and sisters, right? We went through a whole lot for all these thousands of years. We have had hurricanes every year. We have had tornadoes. We have had earthquakes. We have had instability. Did you ever see one of these brother sister countries say, hey Caribbean people, hey Black Americans, we're sending you some aid. Hey, see some money here. Hey, see some advice here. Hey, see a letter here. See some prayers here from the Most High. Did you ever see anything like that? We're the ones who are always going over there. Jamaicans in particular. We have been traveling to these countries for years, defending them in the courts, helping them to get independence in all these nations, fighting oppression. But we were oppressed too. We're the help when it comes to them giving us help. But when it comes to us giving us help, them help, they have their hand out to receive, but when it comes time to give, there's nothing to give. Selassie came once and gave us a couple thousand acres in Ethiopia. They took it back, bit by bit, piece by piece. Where are the other African countries who came and said, hey, brother Jamaica, hey, brother Barbados, hey, brother Black American Indians, because, yeah, we're Black American Indians too, going under oppression from these children of Esau and Japhet for ages. We fight war upon war upon war until we could live in peace. They didn't come and give us anything. We had to build our own infrastructure, our own countries, our own everything. We have to tell ourselves how we're going to survive according to the laws of Jehovah. We have some of the best countries on earth, some of the most beautiful, and we don't have half the problems that these African nations have. So when they say come and build their country, let them build it themselves. Or let them give you some good incentives to come there and build. Or else your life expectancy is going to end up just like a lot